Oh, hello. Please come in. So, you've got an appointment? Perfect. Okay, so please take a seat, make yourself comfortable, and we can start, of course. If I remember correctly, you were the one with the palm reading and the tarot cards, am I right? Okay. You've got any experiences with palm reading and tarot? I see. Okay. So, is it okay if we start with the palm reading? So I get to know you a little bit before we start with your future? Okay. Thank you very much. So, make yourself comfortable and relax. And please give me your right hand. Okay, thank you. So, you've got a very soft skin. It's very agreeable. Okay, so do you want to know something special, or should I just start? Okay, so I've got the heart line here. You see that? This is the heart line. It tells me something about your love life. So I see that you've had some experiences in love, but that you were at least once very disappointed. So one relationship didn't really go very well. I see that it might be because of an imbalance. So maybe one of you tried harder than the other person. I see that you are a very caring person. So it might be that you tried very hard, and at least it didn't seem to you that the other person tried as hard as you. Maybe there was some jealousy involved, but I can't say exactly. So, but you see this here? It's going upwards. I see that in the future it's going to be very positive. I see that it might take some time, but that you'll be very happy in terms of love, okay? Yeah, that's very good. I'm happy for you. So, now let's continue to your headline, okay? So this one is your headline, and it tells me that you are a very headstrong person. Is that right? Okay, so it seems that you are very creative. You have many ideas, and that you find many creative solutions to your problems. I see that you're more of a practical person, that you like to build things with your hands and to learn it by doing it practically, and that you're not really interested in learning by books. Is that right? So you're like a person to do it yourself and learning by doing. So I also see that you are a person that likes to change your mind. So you go your way, make a decision, and then you change your mind, and yeah, go another way, choose another path, which is fine, of course, because I see that in the end it leads you to the right way, to a way that you won't really, yes, a way that you really like and that you will stay on. So that's a good thing, of course. And I see that you're not only very creative, but that you have many talents and that you're very clever. So is that right? Okay. So now to your lifeline. I see that you've had some issues. Maybe you've had many headaches, or maybe something with your back or with your muscles. Is that right? Because of this here, you see, it's like broken line here. Okay, so I see that your health is improving. You will have a good life, good healthy life, and if you make your exercises, it's going to be improved after all. And I see you don't have to be nervous about your age. It's going to be a good life that you'll have, a healthy life. So, do you want to know something about your financial situation? Would that be interesting for you? Okay, so I see that you've had some difficult situations with money, but that you mastered it, that it's now okay, and it's going to improve. I see that you will have the opportunity to save money, and you're going to be wealthier in the next years, and these problems, the financial problems, they will resolve. So that's going to be very good. So, family life. Maybe you have someone you have problems with in your family life, because I see here this line. It seems like there is one problem, like one person in your family that you have some fights with. Maybe you don't have a deep connection with that person, or maybe you have a deep connection and that's why you have these problems. Well, I see that they are going to improve. I see that you will still have fights, and you will still maybe have some problems with this person, but that it's going to be better. I see here that you will resolve some problems you had in the past, and you will get over them, and that your relationship will improve. So that's also quite a good thing. So we can now move on to the cards if you'd like to. Okay, so if you've got any questions, just tell me. I'll lose a card, of course. So if you've got any questions, just tell me. So, is there something you want to ask? Okay. So with these cards, I will tell your future, your past, and your present. I will start with the present. I will go to the past, and after that I will show you your future, okay? So, please close your eyes. I'm mixing the cards. I'm losing them again. So, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Just tell me when to stop mixing, okay? And with these cards we'll start. Just tell me when you're ready. Yeah? Okay. So, let's start with your present. So we've got melody. So it might mean you have some health problems right now. So maybe you have a cold, or maybe some headaches or something. Like, doesn't have to be right now this minute, but maybe the last days or the next days or something, like around the day that we have right now. And it doesn't have to mean also malady, like being sick. it can also mean that you have some issues right now, that you have some obstacles to go over. It might also mean that you're just in a lot of stress, that you have much to do, maybe some stress at work, or maybe that you just have some obstacles that you have to go over. And yes, so that's the card from the present. Now we go to your past. Okay, so we have your lover and message. So this doesn't have to be that you're in love. So do you have a partner? Are you in love? Maybe? Okay, so it might mean that you're quite happy right now with the situation, or maybe that you have a deep connection with someone. It doesn't have to be your partner or a lover. It can also mean just a person that's quite near to you. So you might be in very much contact with this person, which is a good and positive thing. I see here merriment and love. So it might mean that you had a very happy time. It doesn't have to mean that you had a happy life while you were in love. It can also mean that you were happy for your love life not existing. So it can also mean that you were happy without love, or loving yourself, maybe finding love within yourself, or for a family member or a friend. And what I see here is fidelity. So you've had a good past, it seems, with some nice weeks, months or years behind you, that you had some happy times, and lately that you're maybe finding a bond or a connection with a person. Can also mean platonically. So, and we can now go into your future. Or do you have any questions about these? Are they right? Okay, so if you find any questions, just tell me, okay? So okay, we've got some interesting cards here. So next up is unexpected joy. This is a very good thing. So something very positive is going to happen. It can mean that it's financial, it can mean that you maybe have much fun the next weeks, months or years. So things are going to be very good. I also see here the widow. This is not a bad sign. It doesn't mean that someone's going to die and you're going to be alone, but it might mean that there is much fidelity, that there is still a connection with a person that was thought to be lost. So this can be a good thing too. It might of course also mean that you're going to separate with a person. So did you maybe separate with a person, or no? Maybe? Okay, so it can also of course just mean that you're growing closer and with a person, and that you are that you have this bond and you have much fidelity and much trust in this person, or in yourself of course. So, or this person in you. So what we've got next is falseness and marriage. So it doesn't mean that you will marry or that you will have a bad marriage. it might mean that you have a connection with a person, or you will find a deep connection with a person. Maybe it's the person that you separated with, and there might have been some problems because maybe there was not a lie or something, but maybe there was something delivered wrong. Like this person said something that was meant differently, for example, and that you will see that it was not the truth how you saw the things. So it might be that you will find closeness again. But it might also mean that if this one's not belonging to a separation with a person, it might also mean that you will find a deeper connection with the person that you find fidelity in. So you will find this deeper connection, and maybe you will together overcome some problems. So falseness doesn't mean that this person is going to lie to you or something. It might of course mean that, but it can also mean that there are fights, or that there are discussions, or maybe just some obstacles that you have to master together. So, and the last card that I have here is a visit, a good visit. So it might mean that you will spend much time with one person, maybe the one that you will have a deep connection with, maybe a love or a friendship connection. And with this person you might, for example, this person might have a big place in your life and at this time, and it might be that you will spend much time together, or maybe that you will move in together. But it can of course also mean different things, like that a person that you were missing, a person that you didn't see that often, will visit you. You will see each other again, and you didn't see each other for a long time before that. But it can also mean that if you're in a relationship, if maybe you've got a deeper bond with this person in the relationship, it might mean that you're going to be a family, you know, maybe some offsprings. Do you want some children? Is that maybe in your plans of the next few years? Maybe? Okay, so I'm not going to ask any further. That's your decision, your future. So these are the things that I see. Do you have any questions? Okay, so now I've got the rest of the cards. With them I can tell you something about the next few months, okay? Yeah? So it's going to be like, it might mean for the next few weeks, but it can also mean for the next 6 months, okay? So half a year is the limit. And I will mix them again. Please tell me when to stop, okay? So close your eyes, please. Yes, like that. Perfect. And now take a deep breath again. And just tell me whenever you're ready to stop, okay? Listen to your gut feeling. Here? Okay. So oh, good things lie ahead of you. So we've got the letter, death, and money. So this can mean different things. So my first thought was that you will get an information that will change your life. So maybe you will get a promotion, because I see money here. So as money in letter is a positive sign, like you will get the information that there is money. I can see that it's positive. So this death card, it's not really a card assigned for death, you see, but for changing. Okay, so maybe it's good at work right now. It's working out. Because I see that maybe you will get a raise of your salary. So I hope you will get it. I bet you're good in your job. So these are good cards. They're positive. But of course it can mean something different, but I quite not think that it might be this meaning. It can of course also mean that someone will give you money. So like that, I don't want to talk about it, but maybe there might be the possibility that someone is going to die and that you will earn the money from them, like that you will get the money after the death. But I would say that this might be not it, because we've got these positive cards. There's nothing about sadness, there's nothing about unhappiness or widow or something, so not separation or anything, but only change. So it will be a positive change. So is that no, not alarming at all? Okay, so stay positive, because it's overall a positive thing. Okay, so these are your cards for the next month. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, perfect. So I would have my next appointment right now. I was very glad that you were here. It was very nice meeting you and reading your cards. I hope you liked it. Okay, perfect. So if you want me to read your cards again, or if you want to bring friends along or something, just make an appointment with my secretary, and that would be great. I would like to see you again. Okay, very nice. Okay, so I look forward to the next date. Thank you so much that you were here. It was really interesting. Okay, so have a great day. Thank you so much for being here, and goodbye.